Well, good morning. This is a special occasion.
40 years ago, a young, fast-rising software company in Redmond changed the world. On November 20th, 1985, Microsoft released Windows 1.0. A colorful tiled interface, a mouse-driven world, a small beginning that would go on to reshape global computing. From those first floppy disk days to the globally dominant Windows XP production line, the Windows story is in many ways the story of modern personal computing.
That was a watershed moment that changes the way that we live lives today. But it's also why Nadella has taken over the legacy that Gates created, and obviously Paul Allen and others. And, we wouldn't be here today if it's not for what Microsoft Windows did, back in the 80s.
It was a moment that built an empire and a platform that shaped generations, from homes to classrooms to the world's largest corporations. Yet, Windows didn't become a household name overnight. It took a full decade and one breakthrough. Windows 95 became the global turning point, the version that brought the graphical interface to the masses. The start button, plug and play, the internet era, it became the world standard for how people use computers even today.
Well, considering Windows is the biggest personal computer operating system in the world, I think it's hugely significant. The fact that it didn't get full market traction until 95 is definitely an interesting part of the story. But it did start with 1.0, and Microsoft was interested in doing windowing from the beginning.
And the updates kept coming, from 98 to XP to Vista. Each one building on the idea that Windows wasn't just software, it was a digital lifestyle.
Now in Windows Vista, we have the foundation to take things to a whole new level. So instead of just saying that it's about the internet, now we talk about how it's about the digital work style and the digital lifestyle.
For years, Windows refined, stabilized, and modernized the personal computer. It powered video games, business software, media, and the early internet boom. By the time XP arrived, it had cemented itself as the most widely used operating system on Earth.
Windows XP, of course, was a very big deal, sort of in that evolution of solidifying that. And for gaming, for instance, it was the Windows 95 and above that sort of created a platform that was graphical and that people could, count on to build games in a way that was not, DOS just didn't really have those capabilities. So I think it's what made the world do Windows.
And even today, 4 decades later, the foundation remains strong. Windows 11 represents a huge shift from a local operating system to an AI-powered digital assistant. Microsoft's Copilot is now a core part of the experience. A simple "Hey Copilot" can open apps, automate tasks, or pull information from across devices. The PC is no longer just a machine. It's becoming a conversational partner. But the future isn't guaranteed. Windows faces tough challenges. From Apple's tightly controlled ecosystem, AI-driven features demand stronger security than ever before, to a new generation that lives on mobile devices, and regulators worldwide are watching big tech with new scrutiny. Still, Windows remains one of the most influential technologies ever created. Powering more than 1 billion devices, from offices to airports, from NGOs to gaming rigs, from classrooms to cloud servers. From Windows 1.0 to Windows 11, the journey of 4 decades is a story of how the world learned to click, type, browse, work, and live digitally. 40 years on, the Windows legacy isn't just about computers. It's about how a single operating system changed the way the world works. Bureau Report, Business Today TV.